homies. Hey, homie. What's happening? It's been a long day at work. So let's go ahead and get into yet another car that we own from the land of the lost. You guys know what it is from the thumbnail and from the title. It is the Blue Dragon. Just like that.
In early of 2003, we were looking for a Fox body Mustang to use as a daily driver. Had to be 5-speed, had to be 5-liter, couldn't be red. And we ended up finding this car, the Blue Dragon, on a used car lot. So we negotiated a deal, brought it home, and like everyone with a Mustang, we immediately started adding a few parts to it, a shifter, some Flowmasters, some pulleys, a little bitty Meizere, and drove it like that for quite a while. We ended up adding 410 gears a couple years later, raced it once or twice a year up until the fall of 2007 when Kev Dog, Nimrod 1769, who recorded all this footage, had got a GTO, a newer GTO, and wanted to go to the drag strip and race. So we figured we were outgunned pretty badly, so we got some new drag radials and did a few little things to it, nothing major, and took it to the track where it actually ran pretty good, ran 820s. Kevin told us we probably couldn't get in the 7s with a stock motor, so challenge accepted. We put a K-member in it, front drag brakes. Ultimately, we ended up running 762 with the stock motor from throttle body to factory headers. And, we got to 100 passes and started putting our good parts on. Trick flow, 170 heads out of the box, Anderson N4 cam, all this stuff bought used, of course. Systemax intake, BBK 1 3/4 long tubes, 30-pound injectors, 92 millimeter Meizere. David put a killer toon on it. It's got an Astro A5 that I bought used. Had 46 gears, and we put a 26x9 slick on it. We ultimately got it to run in the 690s, which isn't, I guess, super impressive, but it was fast and it was a lot of fun. We made over 600 passes on this factory short block. It's never been freshened, rebuilt, or anything done to it except have the oil changed and the crap beat out of it. Had a used clutch in it as well, and that gave us almost over 100 passes in the 6s by themselves. And it's been super reliable. We've never really had any real breakage or anything like that. And at the end of the day, it's just been a great car. We've had a lot of fun racing our friends. We've had a lot of fun racing other people. We've had a lot of fun just racing ourselves, which is basically what we're doing most of the time. Just we're chasing the clock, chasing the number. And this car's always performed up to the task, unless the starter bolt falls. One of the bolts falls out of the starter and it won't start in staging. But it's just been a really great car, and it's really comfortable to drive. It's really easy to drive, and honestly, has really made me look good as a driver, as opposed to making me make it look good as a car. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. And we will get to where this car is at the moment and what the future holds for it. And if anything is going to happen in 2022 with the Blue Dragon. Now that right there is some footage of me and Brad had some great battles with him, basically in all our cars. Super great guy. We miss him. Wish he was still down here with us and hanging out. But we'll see him again on the track sometime. So, all right, let's get to the actual Dragon, where it sits, what it's doing, what's going to be happening.
Well, here it is. And it's in a sad state. No motor, no trans, no front suspension, basically no rear suspension. We do not have any plans for 2022 for the Blue Dragon. Yep, pedal box is gone. It, gave up its brakes, and for the LTDs, giving up his motor at some point for the for the Love Boat. It's given up its rear end for special ed and upper control arms. Good chance the lower ones will go on something else. But we don't want to get rid of it, of course. I just kind of, we talk about cars not necessarily running their course, but we just got to a point, the car had been in the same configuration for, I don't know, a long time, 10 years at least. And, I was in love with the LTD and started pulling the brakes off, and just, it's kind of one of those weird things where I don't want to get rid of the car. And I know at some point that I'm going to put it back together in some configuration. I just don't know what. Like I say, this is the inspiration thing. So, and it will have a 5-speed. So, yeah, that's where it's at now. It's just in parts and pieces, technically speaking. But again, don't want to get rid of it. Not going to get rid of it, and we'll figure something out for it. We'll do something. We've got a lot of other projects that are going to come before this. So maybe 2023 we'll have come up with something. We'll have changed our minds. We'll be ready to do something with it. So, but until then, don't look for the Blue Dragon. We got plenty of other cars to mess with. So it's just one of them deals. I know this may hurt some people's feelings, but it's not going anywhere. It can always be reassembled. Can always buy parts, put it back together. It's just it's not going to happen right now. So, all right, let's wrap it up. All right. People got sad face. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. We're, we don't want to get rid of it. We're not going to get rid of it. It's just in a state of limbo right now. We've got, a lot of other cars we've got cars that kind of do the same thing. So there was kind of certain things with that car that I didn't really want to do. Or didn't think I wanted to do, or I didn't want to try them on that car. So we'll see again. And maybe I'll talk about that in another video about how cars, at least for me, they have an identity. Sometimes I don't know what that is. Sometimes it has to be pulled out of it or something. It's part of that inspiration/vision thing where something just feels right with a car, a certain combination or a certain vibe or a look. It feels right, and then other times it just doesn't feel right. And if it doesn't feel right, then I definitely don't kind of want to do it. I'm just like, it doesn't work for me. So right now we just don't have anything in our head that we want a direction for that car. We just know that we don't want to get rid of it. So, but anyway, so it's not, we'll see it again at some point in time. I know we will. It's just not going to be right now. Anyway, we got plenty to do on other cars. So, all right, well, this is already whatever. So, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. I know I try to get to them. It's hard getting to them all, and I'm trying. Thanks for supporting the channel. We couldn't do it without you guys. That's obvious. Sometimes it doesn't look like we're doing it with you guys. Even with your help, we're not doing it. So we're trying, right? Right. And especially, thanks for watching as always. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here YouTube. We'll see you in the next video. And yeah, we still got a couple more cars we got to do these updates on. So let me get to work.